Well, here's my list of the 26 best things you can do in Malaysia. Let's get right into it and see if there's anything you'd like to do. Number 1. Malaysian Malls. Well, what can I say? Malaysians love their malls and they are fantastic places to go, especially if you want to escape the heat. It's neat just to walk around and see all the shops, some you've probably never heard of before. Fun to see even if you're not looking to buy anything. Great food in the malls as well, at a reasonable price. You can pretty much spend half a day in one of these massive establishments. A little something for everyone to have fun at. Number 2. Melaka River Walk. This is an underrated activity. It's such a memorable experience to walk along the banks of the historic Melaka River. With all the murals or graffiti, whatever you'd like to call it, it's inspiring, telling of a story. The river is, after all, where the history originated from. Take that nice stroll next to the river on a nice day, of course, and you'll find that it's well worth it. Make sure you wave at the people at the boats to see if they wave back. Number 3. Penang Beaches. What can I say? It's a beach, a place you can definitely just relax or do a whole bunch of activities that they have to offer. Who doesn't like the beach? Number 4. Batu Caves. This is a great experience, especially for your eyes. Felt a bit like I was in a cartoon at times, but it was something you definitely don't see every day. Loved the walk, loved the caves, loved the monkeys. It was also for free, and I'll come back again to visit all of the caves here next time. There's tours as well, but you can just walk around yourself where you like. That's usually what we do, but I hear the tours are great. It was just recently renovated as well in August of 2018. Check out the before pictures if you're wondering. But if you're interested in a cultural experience to better understand Malaysia and its people, it's well worth going. Check it out. Number 5. Roadside Attractions, Melaka. Spend your time walking around. Every corner has something to see. Number 6. Unesco Georgetown, Penang. This is something you shouldn't miss in doing. It's a location of a UNESCO World Heritage Site for a reason. The architecture, the food, and the friendly atmosphere makes you want to retire here. Not kidding. It will make you feel like you're in Europe, China, and India all in one day. Their foods are diversified like this as well. A very pleasant surprise for your taste buds. Number 7. Moorish Architecture. We were really into the architecture here, especially ones that were Moorish in design. I bet we walked through so many Moorish arches during this trip and loved the feeling of walking under them each time. Keep an eye out for them. You may be pleasantly surprised with this form of ancient design, underappreciated compared to the Petronas Towers. Number 8. Street art. You'll find this everywhere, even when you're not even looking for them. They make a great mix when you're walking down the modern and historic sites of Malaysia, each with their stories to tell. You'll find them mostly in Penang, Melaka, and we saw a few here and there in KL. Just walk into any alleyway in Melaka, you may find cobble streets with murals on the walls. What a combination. Number 9. KL Bird Park. This would be known to be the world's largest free-flying bird park. Here you'll find birds that come super close to you, friendly of course. There are about 3,000 birds and 200 different species found in the park. There are bird shows as well, but if you're not into that, walking around the park from one zone to another on tiled walkways while looking at the birds makes for a great experience as well. You'll also see extremely colorful birds throughout the park, all with their own separate personalities. You can see why these little guys are so popular for people of all ages. Number 10. Melaka Jonker Walk. This is the historical Chinatown of Melaka. You'll find both sides of the road full of heritage houses that date back to the 17th century. Also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. If you're interested, there are antiques, textiles, handicrafts, and souvenirs, but some are pretty pricey here. The roads actually close off on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 p.m. for the night markets. Your taste buds will never be the same again after tasting the many selections. You'll spend a day full of fun here. A day wasn't enough actually. You'll need to come back several times to soak in all of what Jonker has to offer. Number 11. Malaysia National Mosque. This architectural masterpiece is also of Moorish design as well. You'll find reflecting pools and fountains and an 18-point star of a roof that represents the 13 states of Malaysia and the 5 central pillars of Islam. It looks like an umbrella. Take a look when you have time. You may be pleasantly surprised at its beauty. Number 12. Penang Little India. Walk to Little India, you'll find it to be an exciting place to walk through its neighborhoods. We were looking for food here and found a great place to sit down and relax and enjoy a wonderful meal. Weens, the food guru, loves this area as well, and I believe he came here quite recently again. If you love East Indian food, this is probably the best place to come get it. Petronas Towers. Once the tallest building in the world, you'll see these towers from most any spot of Kuala Lumpur. There's a great view of the city of KL from high above as well. There's an upmarket shopping mall that is very popular with the tourists as well. Brand name items that were super expensive. We came in for the air conditioning. There are food courts of anything and everything here as well. Lots of spots to sit to enjoy your meal. It was Christmas and we walked in and found that it was much like the North Pole in here. Too bad they don't have the Formula 1 here in Malaysia anymore. Number 14. Fish markets. This was a fun experience as well. Coming into a wet market showed how it was done in the olden days. We have these upscale grocery stores now, so seeing these types of markets was exciting for us. Everything was very fresh, and a lot of the local restaurants probably get their ingredients from these markets for the best quality. If you see one of these fish markets, come in for a quick walk around to see all the different types of fresh fish, meat, and an assortment of fresh fruits and vegetables as well. Number 15. Red Square Melaka. You'll find this area to be covered by the color red. This is why it was given the name the Red Square. It also goes by the name of Dutch Square and reflects the history of Melaka. The Dutch administration, the British colonization, and the Chinese settlers. There are some Portuguese traces as well, such as at the Formosa. The Red Square has an atmosphere of a carnival square. Lots of tourists and locals together with the trishaws. Make sure you have a lot of battery for your camera because we ran out. Number 16. KL Chinatown. This is probably the most popular place to visit in KL during the day and night. Yes, it's pretty much open 24 hours and it never sleeps. If you're up and getting stuff like clothes, shoes, sunglasses, pretty much anything, and you're good at haggling, you can bring the prices down, probably upsetting some salesmen, which they're used to. It's a great place to just walk around as well, even if you're not looking to buy anything. It's known to also have great food as well. Well, it's Chinatown after all. This East Indian temple is also in Chinatown. Interesting. Number 17. Swimming in Malaysia. I added this one because it just felt great to swim in a cold pool, especially with how hot it was outside. The Airbnb we stayed at had a humongous pool. Try to get an Airbnb with a poolside, jump into it early in the morning to get your day going. Number 18. Kek Lok Si. This is a famous temple on the island of Penang you can spend hours at. It has very extravagant exteriors and also has the largest Buddhist religious site in Southeast Asia. It's a massive maze with rich historical value to it. Everything is beautifully presented as well. It has its vibrantly colorful rooftops, large prayer halls with statues of Buddha and Chinese gods everywhere. Number 19. KLCC Park. There's a 10,000 square meter lake called Lake Symphony. It also has walking paths and fountains with great views. There's a 50-acre garden that definitely adds that greenery. There are also 1,900 indigenous trees and palms to enjoy looking at too. The fountains are great to see during the day and night. The fountains at night are programmed to move with the music. Number 20. Lim Jetty. This place is one of the 6 existing clan jetties in Georgetown. You'll find wooden houses on stilts built above the sea that are connected by plank walkways. Chinese Hokkien immigrants have made this their dwelling since the late 19th century and are part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Georgetown's cultural heritage. You'll find shops around this area as well. Just walk around and explore. The locals are very friendly. Number 21. Melaka River Cruise. This ride was worth it. It actually covers 5.59 miles, 9 kilometers that takes about 45 minutes. They'll travel upstream then return back. You'll be able to see both sides of the banks and ride under several unique bridges along the way. It's a great way to spend some time under some shade from the sun while floating down the river looking at all the murals along the way. You also learn a bit about Melaka's history from the voice commentator while riding a boat as well. Number 22. Jonker Night Market. We got a chance to try out a lot of what this night market had to offer. I love shumai, Chinese dumplings. You'll find that the Malaysians are very serious about their cuisines. A mixture of Chinese, Malay, Indian, and some European in their foods. The best way to experience all of this would be by going to the street market. There are hundreds of hawker stalls that have their authentic local delicacies to try out. Try it out on Fridays and Saturday nights at 6 p.m. They close the streets off for it. Your taste buds will never be the same again. Number 23. Chinese Temples. There are so many Chinese temples in Melaka in the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Check out my Melaka vlog where I speak about the different temples we visit. You'll see people practicing Taoism, Confucianism, and Buddhism at their separate temples. The designs within each temple is beautiful in its details, and you'll see that a lot of time was devoted to these masterpieces. It's a cultural experience you can choose to take full part in, with many of the followers praying. I wasn't too sure what to do, but I just observed what others were doing. Many tours as well. One that I heard briefly from a distance make me want to join one of them. It's probably the best way to really learn in depth about the history and temples in the area. If you're into all that, I highly recommend you join a tour. Number 24. Shopping in Malaysia. This one is a no-brainer. There's shopping everywhere in Malaysia. Whether you get it from the streets or in the malls, you'll find it everywhere. There are some who like to haggle, so if you're up for it, you can do so to get the best deals. We usually travel light and there's not a lot of space in our suitcases for stuff, but we have fun just looking around, just to see how different it is from back home. Penang National Park. There's probably some people who don't like nature or walking in it. We happen to really love it. It was a challenge and great adventure to walk through the Penang jungles. We decided to hike up to the Turtle Beach this day to see, yes, the turtles. But Penang National Park does offer other areas to hike to as well. Watch my vlog on it if you're interested. It does explain in detail for what you can do there. For those who love nature, check this place out for the outdoor adventure in Malaysia. Number 26. Penang Foods. Save the best for last. Eating was probably our most favorite thing to do in Malaysia. It was all very new to us, and I thank all the Malaysians who were watching my previous vlogs and explaining exactly what we were eating. Yes, I made a lot of food mistakes. I'm going to make a Malaysia food vlog, a collection of everything we ate. I'm hoping for your help here as well, and maybe giving us some recommendations for what we should try in the future. Well, I think I'll end my vlog here today. Keep watching for more of my Malaysia series. If you like this vlog, please don't forget to give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already, check out our Instagram, and hit that notification bell for more of my coming content here. Thank you for watching my vlog. I hope you have a great day and see you soon.